check this out. Let's check out some CNN. Let's check out some CNN right quick.
Open carry law. One of the demonstrators said they're at that location to support Trump and protest what they call the unlawful search at Mar-a-Lago.
You see that dude right there? That's what I don't fuck with. That makes us look bad. That makes y'all look bad because it's us. Fuck us. I ain't part of that shit. Y'all want Trump to win? How Trump's gonna win with that bullshit? You see that right there? That's a dangerous situation. That guy's basically a terrorist. Because why are you armed? Have they shot Trump? Have they locked up Trump? You guys make the hysterical left, you give them credence. You make them right. That's some scary shit. I wouldn't bring my niece around this fucking fool. This guy's a fucking fool. The FBI will shoot this guy at will. This guy's dead if they want him. He just put himself in harm's way.
This week, the FBI, along with the Department of Homeland Security, issued a joint intelligence bulletin warning of violent threats against federal law enforcement, courts, and government personnel, as well as facilities.
Following the
here in Florida, the judge that signed the subpoena, they trying to kill that nigga. They got him hiding because they for real trying to kill that nigga. Yo, Trump is loved. Trump is loved. Yeah, he's a legend. That motherfucker's a legend. But let's not pretend like it's just the right that does this shit. Look up Black Lives Matter. They kill people in 2020 with all the rioting and shit. The thing is that when the left riots, it's not as scary as when the right-wingers, the nut right-wing mobilizes to do some shit. They're a lot more effective. They're a lot more serious about it. The right-wing tends to be deadly when they go ape shit. The right is just more about the truth in any situation. And killing and death, that's the ultimate truth. They're going to come ready to die and ready to kill. And that's fucking scary.
FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, the Bureau is monitoring an unprecedented number of threats fueled by dangerous statements like these.
This is Gestapo crap, and it will not stand. The Department of Injustice.
On a more light note, yeah, see what I mean about conservative women? She hot, yo. They are so hot. They're just so hot and clean. Anyway. And crazy. Check it out.
Needs to be cleaned out if they're going to start pretending we're some sort of banana republic.
This should scare the living dead.
Yeah, that bitch will shoot you. For sure, for sure. You got to treat that bitch. That bitch will shoot you.
Daylights out of American citizens and say, we have got to change our federal government. The way our federal government has gone, it's like what we thought about the Gestapo and people like that they just go after people. What we thought about Soviet Union.
They have a point, though. They have a point, though, because that is some Gestapo shit. They ain't go after Hillary for her fucking deleted emails and the subpoena. And I know I sound like a broken record, but the truth is the truth. 2 + 2 is always going to equal 4. So you could get tired of hearing it. 2 + 2 = 4. They did not go after Hillary with the fucking FBI. That's the discrepancy here.
When we look at Latin America, we have got to say to ourselves, this cannot be our country.
Just yesterday, the names of the 2 agents who signed...
This guy's a fucking weasel. This guy is a fucking weasel. This guy has no soul. I can't watch him too much. I'm going to have to change it real quick because I think that this guy gives you estrogen as you watch it. I have this little theory about CNN and estrogen. The estrogen fabric. Estrogen, what do you say that? A factory. Estrogen factory. Sorry, is that I'm Spanish and fabric is fabrica. Factory is fabrica. That's why I said fabric. My words get mixed up.
The search warrant paperwork were circulating online after the unredacted warrant was leaked. Joining me now is Peter Strzok. He is a former FBI counterintelligence official who played a central role in both the Hillary Clinton email and Trump-Russia investigations. He's also the author of Compromised, Counterintelligence and the Threat of Donald J. Trump. Peter, one of the days before the 2016 language that could lead to violence, could animate some extremists out there who might be thinking about doing something violent.
Yeah, grow up. This is wildly irresponsible. This is directly leading to violence. It is inflaming people. It is causing things like a gunman approaching the Cincinnati field office of the FBI.
But you're to blame for that, sir. You're to blame for that because of your clear bias. And you let these people that love this country, that might love this country more than me, because I just got to this country when I was a kid. I don't have generations of people that fought and bled for this country. Maybe the love I have for this country is not as deep as some fucking white southerner. I'm just being real. I love the Dominican Republic a lot. I'm American. I love this country more, actually. But I'm Dominican. I love Dominican Republic. But what if I was just American? You gotta stop and think about shit like that. Maybe I don't pick up a gun, not because I'm not nuts. Maybe just because I'm not deep into that part of the American culture where it's time to pick up a gun and go fight. You know what I'm saying? So maybe in a way, when these guys pick up those guns, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it checks a punk like this that is clearly a biased guy and that was empowered. Maybe it checks them a little bit. I'm not condoning it, but I'm trying to see it from both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Brandishing a weapon, leading people on a car chase, and ending in his death. This is something we know from decades of the global war on terror.
Yeah, that was some nut that went and charged the FBI building, and they killed his ass. They smoked him. That's what's gonna happen.
The things that you try and do to de-radicalize people. You approach political leaders, community leaders, faith leaders, and you tell them to dial back the rhetoric. What we're seeing in America today is the opposite. And to your point, with a team of about 20 people, I spent a year and a half working on Hillary Clinton's email server, where we executed multiple search warrants. I never heard one Republican once raise a finger talking about how we were using Gestapo tactics or overreaching. From the Democrats, behaving like responsible American citizens, letting the FBI do it.
First of all, that's because you guys didn't raid her home with armed FBI agents, her personal home. That did not happen. That did not happen. And if that would have happened, Democrats would have lost their shit. Because they lose their shit more easily and more frequently than the right. That's when the right loses it. It is more scary because, the boogeyman you hardly see is scarier. He's the one that's always in your face making noise. So don't give me that shit. Don't give me that double standard.
Its job, and that's what the Republicans need to do here. The FBI has a job to do to enforce the laws of the United States, and it's beyond the pale that there are senators.
Then what did you guys do to Hillary Clinton for deleting those emails? If you're there to exact the law of the United States, what did you do to her, and what have you done to Hunter Biden? Not even what you've done to Hunter Biden, because I don't even know if he's done anything to get him to be in trouble. I actually don't know that. But you guys pretend like it's not even a problem. And there's a problem. There's a problem. Like there might be a problem with Trump, but you guys have to be fair. Go after everybody, baby.
United States senators who are going along and nodding their head up and down with suggestions that the FBI plants evidence are things which are extraordinarily wrong. And these people know better. And for them to be continuing to say that, in light of everything we're now seeing, the constant flow of classified material that's being recovered out of Mar-a-Lago, false statements apparently by attorneys to President Trump saying that nothing remained. There isn't any basis to be making these claims. It is leading to violence, and it needs to stop.
Yeah, it almost reminds me, Peter, of some of the incendiary rhetoric that we heard leading up to January 6th. And we saw, of course, that spasm.
This is where I'm done. I mean, all this is pure propaganda, but now the propaganda, they're gonna double up the propaganda on me, and I'm okay. You guys already know what it's gonna be. Yeah, this is just some CNN news overlap. I'll see you guys the next time.